What's up, beauties? Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, let me just zip my blouse up for a second. Okay, so for those of you who hasn't seen me in a while, it's been a couple weeks. I definitely have done a lot in these couple weeks. I've been vlogging. I got a new MacBook Pro for Mother's Day. Shout out to my fiance because he's amazing, but it's a transition when you have like a Microsoft and you transition over to Apple. There are different things that you have to get, and I'm definitely going to do a video about that because I have an iPad, but we just had a Microsoft computer. But you guys know that I've wanted a MacBook Pro for so long because it's just easier for me to edit, it's cheaper, and yeah, so I hope all of you beautiful mothers had an amazing Mother's Day, a relaxing day, a very, very blessed Mother's Day. And we are going to play in some new makeup today. I have a couple new things. I have a lot of new things. I'm not going to show that all of it in one video, but we're going to be using a new palette. We have a new eyeshadow base by Juvia's Place. And yeah, we're just going to have a quick makeup look. It's not going to be like a really, really glamorous look, I promise. I'm going to make it simple and easy, kind of like my go-to glam, everyday glam. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today. And for the commentary part, we are going to be talking about somebody that everybody's been talking about. Obviously, we are going to talk about Ashy Cat. And I'm going to handle this with sensitivity because it's very important. And I think a lot of YouTubers who have been discussing this topic are lacking sensitivity when it comes to this. Like, definitely they're lacking a sensitivity chip because this is very serious, and I want to talk about it like it's serious. But anyway, if you don't know me, my name is Teaya Symone, and over on this channel right here, obviously we do makeup and commentary, makeup tutorials, coming soon vlogs, and yeah, that's what we do. And we talk about everything drama, mostly analyzing drama that goes on in the YouTube community, and drama never sleeps, especially in the YouTube community. So if that sounds like something you think you would enjoy, please make sure you subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. And this is a long intro, so let's get started. Alright, so grab your coffee. Like I said, I don't want this to be a super, super long video because it's late here for me. I'm not going to tell you guys what time it is, but it's late enough. And I filmed this video and I didn't like the footage. I think I was too close, and there were things that I was doing like with my eyes and stuff that wasn't on camera. I just wasn't in frame, so I decided to film this video again, which I'm glad because I just want to make sure that I'm first letting you know for the makeup part. Let's do that first. Alright, so we're going to use this new palette today. This is the Morphe X Avani Craig for the Beebs Artistry makeup palette, and this is by Morphe. I like the packaging, super cute. I haven't been really into Morphe these days. Morphe obviously is very problematic, and they have been very problematic for a very long time. I don't know if I'm going to continue to purchase from Morphe, but everything that they have been coming out with, I have not been interested in. I just don't think they have it like they used to. I like the fact that I've always respected the fact that Morphe has great prices. They're affordable. If you want to get some good quality brushes for the price, I'm always going to recommend Morphe, but I'm going to recommend Crown brushes first. Morphe, they have exceptional makeup, but they don't do it for me anymore. They were popular at one time and they're just not anymore, and I think more or less now they just become so controversial with the things that they've done. It took them a long time to drop James Charles. Their actions speak louder than their words, obviously, and they have shown that they're all about money, you know, and integrity is something that Morphe lacks. But when I seen this palette at when I seen this palette at Ulta, I thought it was super cute, and so did my fiance. So this is what it looks like. Packaging was cute, and I'm pretty sure that this is obviously a collab, and I don't know who she is, but I will definitely look her up. It says, hi babes. I tried to match y'all's immaculate energy with the makeup. My love for makeup is off the charts. Same goes for my love for you guys. P.S. Whoever is reading this, I cannot wait to see what looks you create. And this is who Avani Craig is. So obviously she is a beauty influencer. She is absolutely beautiful, and I will definitely look her up, and congratulations to her. So this is what the palette looks like, and it does come with a mirror, but I don't want to blind you guys. Super cute. I like the colors, and that's why I was attracted to it, and my babe actually likes it too. I'm going to take my MAC, what is this, 165 concealer brush, and I love this brush, and I'm just going to prime the eyes. And this, yeah, this is very, very pigmented, and it is, you can tell that it's oil based, so just make sure that you shake it up if you purchase this, which we'll see. It's applying very nicely. We'll see how it makes the shadows look. But they have the lightest, which is the one that I have, then they have a medium, and then they have a deeper tone one. And I was going to get the medium, but like I said, I like for my shadows to really, really pop. So of course I got the lighter one. Okay, so it applies nicely. And you don't have to use a concealer brush. I just use a concealer brush because I like to feather carve out my brows, but you don't have to. I'm going to take this Flower Beauty concealer brush, and I'm going to blend this in. I'm just going to do one eye at a time because eye primers tend to dry really, really fast. So you're probably only going to want to do one eye at a time when you're doing the blending and stuff. You know, first of all, I want to start off with a trigger warning. What we're going to be talking about is addiction. And addiction is very serious. It's obviously not a joke. It's nothing to be it's nothing to be funny about. It's nothing to laugh about. It is a very serious mental disease that people struggle with every single day. And if you feel like this is something that is going to trigger you, because we are going to be talking about this, you can click out of this video and you can watch some of my other videos, which are all very good. You know, I'm going to brag about myself, you know. They're all very good, or you can just wait for me to do another video. I have a couple announcements to make towards the end of this video, so hang tight for that because it's going to be a really fun announcement. And yeah, just click out, and I hope you decide to come back if you're new. But I don't want to trigger anybody, and I just want to warn people before I start talking about this, because a lot of influencers aren't warning people, and I feel like it's very important to warn people not only about this specific creator, you know, but it's very triggering for people to hear about addiction, and especially if there is somebody that you know that struggles with addiction, somebody, a loved one, or you yourself has struggled with addiction. If you feel like talking about this is going to trigger you, like I said, go ahead and click out of this, or yeah, because we're going to be talking about this the whole video, so go ahead and click out, go watch another video. I'll put some suggestions out right up in here, or just come back for the next one. Okay, if you don't know who Ashy Cat is, she is a YouTube creator. I think her main platform is TikTok. However, she's been very, very busy on YouTube lately. She has about 10K subscribers on YouTube, and she has about 20,000 subscribers on TikTok. So I think she did more, she focused more on TikTok, but now she is on YouTube quite a bit, and she's gotten the attention of a lot of people, and not for good reasons. So she reads tarot cards, And I don't have a problem with people who read tarot cards. I personally myself don't have an interest in it. I don't want to, I'm just not into tarot cards. I don't believe in them. That's just kind of because I'm a more religious person. But no offense to anybody who does believe in tarot cards or whatever. That's, you know, whatever floats your boat. I'm going to use this Jaclyn Hill JH. I love these brushes, by the way. These are the JH. Oh my gosh, I can't read that. It's too small. But Jaclyn Hill blending brush. I'm just going to tap this in. But I will honestly say that, you know, no offense to anybody who reads tarot cards, or if that's something that you're into. It's just not something that I'm into, and it's just my opinion. But that's what she does. She reads tarot cards. That's basically the main point of her lives. That's how she advertises herself, and I think she's been doing it for a long time. She has actually been a creator for a very long time, and people are just now kind of taking notice to her because it is very obvious that this woman is an addict. I personally think that she is addicted to heroin, and I think a lot of other creators think so as well. There's just things that she does that is obvious that she is, you know, I don't know that for sure, so it's allegedly. I don't know what, you know, I can't say that for sure, but it's pretty obvious that that's her drug of choice. And when I first heard about her, I actually heard about her through a friend who is also a creator, and she was actually bringing awareness about her, and I will tell you more about this specific creator towards the end of the live. But she was bringing awareness about her, so I thought that I would just go and check her out. Once I decided to check her out, I noticed that there's not that many influence or creators here on YouTube that are doing videos about her. I noticed that there are more creators doing videos about her on TikTok, okay, which makes sense because TikTok, she has a lot more supporters on TikTok than she does YouTube, but she has a pretty decent following here on YouTube. And when I watched her, it was just, once I started watching her more, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a video. Definitely want to bring awareness about this woman because it's tragic to see, because it's like she's literally killing herself slowly in front of thousands of people. Okay, she basically goes live, and the one thing, and this is why this is going to become, this is going to be a series. This is going to be how problematic YouTube is, part 1, and part 2 will be the next video that I will be talking about, which will be cyberbullying. YouTube is the problem here, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is, first I'm going to tell you how this girl is on YouTube. So if you go onto her channel, I'm just telling you that I'm warning you. You know what I mean? It is very, very triggering to watch. I have had people in my family struggle with addiction. I have struggled myself, not into the seriousness that it could have been, but regardless, I feel like everyone has struggled with addiction in some way, shape, or form. The one thing that you're going to notice, besides the fact that she is an addict, you're also going to notice that she is a scammer. She's definitely a scammer. She's definitely scamming her supporters, taking advantage of her supporters, taking advantage of her platform that she has here on YouTube. And I think it's very important, and I always stress this, and I say it constantly, and some people don't understand me when I say this, but YouTube is a privilege. I feel like when you have that privilege and you take advantage of your subscribers, who a lot of them are probably vulnerable, and unfortunately a lot of them do not believe that she is an addict, no matter how blatant it is, there are just so many enablers around her that pretty much enable her to continue doing what it is that she's doing. And unfortunately, being a con artist, being a scammer, whatever you want to call it, that comes along with addiction. Okay, that comes along with the disease. No matter how many jobs you have, which this woman, her name is Ashley Reamer, but the name of her channel is Ashy Cat. This woman has a job. She has her own place. From what I was told, and from what I've seen from research, she was homeless for a short period of time. She was married and she's in the process of getting a divorce. So it's just her on her own. She does have a sister here, not on YouTube, but on TikTok. On TikTok, she has a sister who is a creator, and she has addressed Ashy Cat and has talked about her sister, and the family wants nothing to do with her sister. So I don't know if it's her older sister or her younger sister, but I do know that she has addressed that this is her sister, that Ashley is her sister, and that the family wants nothing to do with her. And I know it's very triggering also for a lot of people when they hear that. You know, a lot of people are very, very judgmental when they say, how can her family just turn their back on her? You need to be quiet, okay? Don't sit there and criticize people for what it is that they do. Quit being so judgmental when it comes to situations like this, because we don't know what she's done to her family. And I know to some people that shouldn't matter, but sometimes there are different situations. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We just don't know. So we don't have a right to judge. All we know is that she's kind of on her own out here. And it is sad. It's very, very sad. Also very triggering. But in the same sense, that's not an excuse for her to be scamming her subscribers. Even if being a con artist comes along with the addiction, that still doesn't make it okay. And in no way am I justifying. It's kind of 50-50 on her channel from what I've watched in the few days that I've watched her, looking through the comments. It's definitely 50-50. Half of her supporters are supporting her. They don't believe that she has an addiction. And I'll tell you in a minute what they do feel that she has. Her moderators are probably her biggest enablers, because no matter, it doesn't matter what kind of comment anybody makes. If it's anything, even if it's a nice comment, just trying to help her, because people can look at her and tell, okay, this woman is sick. Okay, they delete every comment. Okay, if it's not something about money or maybe asking about a tarot card reading or whatever, if it's people that are just nicely reaching out to her saying, oh my gosh, are you okay? Do you need help? Her moderators delete, block, delete, block. They literally, that's all they do. Okay, so they're her enablers as well. But a lot of her subscribers, the other half, are pretty much just hate watching her, saying mean and horrible, nasty, disgusting things, which in itself is wrong. That's not helping her either. So let's look at the statistics really quickly. Let me just read one of these articles that is by Diana Point Rehab. And this article was published on November 27th, 2019. It says, medically, addiction is known to be a chronic relapsing disease. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, what this definition means is that relapse has a high expected occurrence rate due to the nature of the disease. So what percentage of addicts stay clean? And it says, according to a study published in 2000, relapse rates for addiction in the first year after stopping are between 40 and 60. Similar to the other chronic diseases such as asthma, hypertension, and two types of diabetes. I just wanted to kind of go into like the struggle. You know, obviously it's hard. There are people, addiction is a pandemic, okay? There are so many people that I know that I grew up with that are gone due to addiction. I have a best friend that I grew up with who has been an addict probably for the majority of her life, for the majority of her adult life. She actually just got out of prison, and I hope that she is getting her life together. I really, really do. I'm going to go into this bright orange color. So I know the troubles of addiction. I have had somebody very, very close to me who was an addict for a majority of his adult life. So I know how hard it is to, you know, get clean and stuff like that. I want to go into why she's a scammer. Okay, so there was a video that I was watching, and I think it was the first video that I had watched of hers. And she was at Walmart. And I know how it is at Walmart. My fiance gets mad at me all the time because every time we go to Walmart, I love Walmart. I can't leave Walmart. They have everything. I don't like going to Walmart for their food as much anymore. I like going to Giant Eagle. But I do love going to Walmart. Like, I love Walmart. So I can understand how you can get a little bit carried away at Walmart. Okay, just ask my fiance. He knows. But she was just pretty much getting everything. And a lot of things that she was getting is obviously things that she didn't need. She called them necessities. But obviously, I beg to differ, and there were a lot of people in her audience who beg to differ as well. Like, literally, some of the stuff that she was getting was just ridiculous. To me, I don't think that she needed money at all. I think that, and this is how I know, because there were two different people on there. As she's yelling and screaming at her subscribers, there's always that bunch who are going to feel so bad for her that they're going to send her money. And there was one subscriber that said, that they sent her $100, and there was another subscriber that said that they sent her $200 or $300 to help her. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with people? And she's still yelling at her audience because they're telling her to put stuff back, and literally telling her, why would you spend all of that money knowing that your ass had to get home? Why would you even think of asking your subscribers to cash app you some money when you had money in your pocket and you chose to spend it on a whole bunch of bullshit at Walmart? And obviously, that's a person with common sense isn't going to do something like that, you know? So as her supporters are saying this in her audience, like they sent her money, she's not paying any attention to them. But I think she was. I think she knew that people were sending her money, two people sent her money, but she's going to keep talking to her subscribers to get more money. You know what I'm saying? One person sends her 100, but she's still bitching. So then another person comes along and sends her money. Then another person comes along and sends her money. And guess what? That's more money in her pocket for her to go get high. Okay? Let's be real here. People love drama. No matter how much people say that they don't. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Drama is entertainment for us. It makes us feel better about ourselves. It makes us look at things in a different perspective. And it also balances things out in our life. Not everything is going to be all peaceful, sunshines and roses all the time. We like to hear drama. We like to see drama. You know what I'm saying? And some people like to see it very often. Some people like to see it every once in a while. Some people like to see it all the time. You know, there are people that are over on her channel, hate watching her. There are people who are watching her because they genuinely enjoy watching her. But at the end of the day, she has 10,000 subscribers, and she's still getting paid for those people that are watching her. She's still getting AdSense money. The more people watch her, the more money she gets, which enables her to get high. So to me, she ended up getting money to get home. But to me, what I noticed is there's always people in the audience that say really, really nice things to her, you know, and that stick up for her constantly when she's about to pass out in front of everybody, whatever the situation is. But she doesn't focus on those people. She only focuses on the people who say negative things, which is another major issue with me. You know, you have supporters that love you, supporters that send you money, supporters that continue to pay for your bullshit tarot card readings that you never fucking do, and you treat every single person that watches you like shit. To me, she can give a fuck less about nobody. All she cares about is getting high, and that's what people just don't understand. So as her being a tarot card reader, another scam within itself that's very obvious is that she will go shopping, get home, and sometimes she doesn't go shopping, she gets home from work, and she even films at work too. She goes live at work too. She doesn't do videos, she strictly, from what I've seen, goes live. And literally, she will go home, she does the same thing all the time. She will go home, go live, clean. All of these people, not all of these people, but a lot of people are paying her in advance for tarot card readings through Cash App, some through PayPal. But regardless, after she cleans, she will sit down and say, okay, you guys ready for tarot card readings? And maybe do one reading out of maybe 10 to 15 people that paid her for a tarot card reading. And while she's doing that one reading, she's literally nodding off while she's doing it. She's not even doing a reading. Okay, so people are also paying her and not getting any tarot card readings. She tells people to email her and let her know when they pay so she can put them on the list. But it's obvious that this girl, okay, she works. To me, this is how I look at it, okay? She works and she gets high. She works and she gets high. So therefore, do you really think that she gives a fuck or has time for anything else? No. She works, she gets high, she goes live to get that money to get high. Everything, do you guys get what I'm saying here? Everything that she's doing revolves around her getting high. So therefore, do you probably have any idea how many emails she has and how backed up she probably is with a list of people that she is supposed to give tarot card readings to? And even if she wanted to start, it's probably very overwhelming for her. And then it just comes down to she just doesn't care. But yet people still keep paying her for tarot card readings that they're never going to get. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And now I'm to the point now where I'm sorry, people are definitely starting, especially on YouTube, more creators are starting to do videos about her and bring awareness about her, and it's very important because I can't feel bad for people who continue to send this woman money. At the end of the day, if you're going to be stupid enough to continue to send this woman money, then you just need to go sit down somewhere, take several seats, and shut the fuck up, because you deserve it. Okay? You deserve to be scammed. Quit being stupid and quit sending this addict your money. Okay? Just quit being stupid. I have no empathy for you. It's very obvious that she is an addict. Like this woman, I don't want to put a clip up. I don't feel comfortable doing it. It's way too triggering in itself. Me talking about it is triggering enough. Okay, sorry guys, I had to change my battery. So I'm doing a cut crease, and I'm just going to use this Juvia's Place because I actually like it. And I did this eye off camera, so I just literally take a flat brush, obviously, and just follow my crease. And a cut crease just gives you more definition, that's all. And it makes your shimmers pop, or whatever it is that you choose to apply. You can do a whole one or half one. I'm just going to do a whole one. I haven't done a cut crease ever for you guys. I don't want to keep doing the same looks, so you know, do a cut crease. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't even remember where I left off, but I'm pretty sure I was talking about her being a scammer. So I don't think for the maybe, I'd say, week that I have been watching her, I don't think that I've seen her do a tarot card reading. I think I've seen her do it once. I don't want to recommend that people go over and watch her. You know what I mean? That defeats the whole purpose of me doing this video. I would definitely recommend you and encourage you not to watch her. because people watching her is part of the problem. But I'm going to use this silver color that is called, it's called star emoji, and it's really pretty. It's like a glitter. But she literally will just doze off. And sometimes she will doze off for 20 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time. She'll do it while she's cleaning. She'll do it while she's reading tarot cards. It doesn't matter. Like, literally while she's live, she'll go to the bathroom right there in front of her audience, you know, because she's so hot, she don't care. And just crazy shit. It's the craziest thing. And sometimes when she falls asleep, she'll fall asleep, like she'll literally pass out off camera. She'll fall asleep standing up while she's sweeping the floor. You know what I mean? And people will call the cops on her. The people that are watching her, her audience. And literally to this day, up to this day, she has had the authorities called to her house. I'm pretty sure 42 to 43 times already. And every time they come to her house, obviously there's really nothing that the cops can do. I talked to my fiance about it, and just like he said, there's nothing that they can do. She's in her home, you know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, even my fiance, which he's very intelligent, he knows about these kinds of things, you know? He's very street smart. So he's just like, but she's still intoxicated or whatever in front of an audience. When the authorities come to her house, they will tell her, you know, quit going live. You know what I mean? But people sit there and wonder why they don't do anything. Well, that's why, because she's in her home. You know what I mean? And I find it very frustrating too, because I know that when those cops come to her house, they know that she is out of it, that she's high. I think everyone who keeps calling the authorities on her, anybody who chooses to watch her or who is researching her, whatever the situation is, the biggest worry is that this woman is literally going to OD in front of everybody. She's gonna do it live right there on camera, because let's face it, she goes live a lot. You know what I mean? Like, a majority of her time, she goes to work, she goes live at work. She gets off work, she goes to Walmart, wherever she goes, she's always live. So, and the reason why she's always live is because she's getting paid for it. And then she's getting paid even more because she is guaranteeing these tarot card readings. And like, literally her live always ends the same. And it's with her arguing with her audience because the people who paid want their reading. And she will literally tell them, I'm too tired right now, I can't do it. It's the same thing every night with her. She never reads tarot cards. I think I may have seen her attempt to do it once, but she passed out while she was doing it. She literally dozed off. And it's just, I've never seen anything like it before. Like, I cannot believe that this woman still has a platform. Okay? And the reason why I say that, and some people can seriously be like, oh, why are you blaming YouTube? You know, it's her right to be on YouTube. It's not YouTube's fault. Yes, the fuck it is YouTube's fault. Okay? Because there are so many people out there, you guys, that have gotten their channel removed for minuscule things. Mostly conspiracy theories, because if it's not fitting YouTube's agenda and what they choose to perpetuate, then they're going to copyright strike you, or take your channel down, or take that video down, or take the AdSense from that. There are so many YouTubers, especially conspiracy theorists. I don't know about a lot others, but I am a conspiracy theorist myself, and I love watching those kinds of videos. There is a few that have lost their channel over a video that they have done about Beyonce or Trump. It doesn't matter. You know, if it's not part of YouTube's agenda, you know, you are very much silenced on this platform. So if YouTube can take down other creators' platforms, you know, and videos and actually remove their whole channel over conspiracy theories, are you going to tell me that they can't take down her channel because she's literally getting high on camera and passes out, and this woman can potentially OD in front of thousands and thousands of people? Why not stop it before that happens? Like, James Charles should have been seriously deplatformed a long time ago, okay? But yet here he still is, and it took them how long to demonetize them, and there's no telling how long he's going to be demonetized. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could only last for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, James Charles is friends with the CEO of YouTube, so it's like there's just so many things, so many problematic things about YouTube that really bothers me. And this is one of them. I blame YouTube. You're not going to get me to change my mind. They are the ones that need to take control of the situation. They have the power to do it, and they need to do it. And here you have this girl not only getting high on camera, but also scamming people out of money. Not holding up her end of the bargain. She's lying to her audience. You know what I mean? Do you think she cares? If you're stupid enough to give her money, do you really think she cares if you get it back? And if you are stupid enough to give her money, you better damn sure freaking not Cash App her. Because with Cash App, you don't get refunds. The only way you get refunds is with PayPal. And she knows that. That's why she's always telling you to Cash App her. She's not dumb. She's smart. And the thing is about addicts, you know, obviously there's so many things that go along with addiction and, you know, the struggle with addiction. But the one thing that I will always say about addicts is, from my personal experience and things I have seen growing up, an addict can sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves. That's from Tommy Boy, but it is so true. It is so very true. They are very good con artists. They're very, very good at convincing people that their mind is on the right track. And they're just good at convincing people to give them money. Okay? They just are. They're very good con artists. They're very convincing. They're very manipulative. You know what I mean? And if you have a soft spot, they know how to pounce in on that and take advantage of that. You know? Because if you ever notice with an addict, there are functioning addicts and there are non-functioning addicts. And it's obvious that this woman is a functioning addict. If she can get up and go to work every day, she's functioning, right? She has a job, she gets money, you know, she gets a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. She's on YouTube. She literally sat there and was bragging. I think this was a few weeks ago. I seen a clip of her bragging that she makes 4 figures off of YouTube. Could she be lying and over exaggerating a little bit? Maybe, but maybe not. Okay? If she's getting people to send her money for tarot card readings, and then she's getting paid for people to literally sit there and watch her pass out in front of everyone, who's to say she's not making 4 figures? However, when you see an addict that has a job and that could potentially be making 4 figures, why is it that you always see them asking for money? Why is it that you always see them so hard up for money? Why is it that you can hear her complaining about paying her rent and paying bills? Because their main objective, their main goal is getting high. So you're spending money every single day to get high. And the more money you get, the more high you're going to get. That's why people are concerned with her being on camera, because it is obvious that this woman is getting high to a point where she literally can't function and she passes out. So who's to say, I'm trying to break this down because some people just don't understand. So who's to say that one day she takes too much? That's why people keep calling the cops on her. Because they are hoping and praying that this woman is okay. There are literally people sitting there on live watching her being passed out. and then she'll pass out and be off camera. She could pass out and literally freaking bump her head against the wall or knock her head off against the floor. Like, you don't know what could possibly happen to this woman. And when she's cleaning, she's hanging stuff up on walls. One day she was hanging clocks, and she's high as hell climbing up on chairs. Like, it is so dangerous and it's so scary to me. Okay? And what happens when your 8-year-old or your 7-year-old or my 10-year-old looks up tarot cards one day out of curiosity and her face pops up? This is serious. And if you think that I am not going to sit here and blame fucking YouTube, you're crazy. I have heard everybody talk about this girl and talk about, you know, her addiction, and she's so close and they feel so bad, and this woman is literally killing herself in front of thousands of people. But guess what? At the end of the day, it doesn't have to happen like this, because all YouTube has to do is shut her channel down. They have the power to do that, and I've had yet to hear anyone say that. All I can hear is people saying she needs to be deplatformed, she needs to be deplatformed. No, YouTube needs to fucking start paying attention to their creators and start caring about things like this, and quit fucking worrying about conspiracy theories. I did hear a rumor, and I wouldn't even doubt that this is true, that people are watching her on the dark web. That is another scary thing in itself, and people don't even say anything about that. Okay, so people are watching this woman on the dark web. She's vulnerable. She's a freaking heroin addict. She lives by herself. What if somebody was to come to her place where she keeps all her windows open, people walk into her house whenever they want to? She hardly locks her doors. I don't even think she locks her doors. My one friend that's a creator said that her next door neighbor just literally walked into her home. What if somebody was to come and... Human trafficking happens every single day, and it starts from the dark web. Like... be honest with you guys, she's not even a likable person. Like, she's actually very, very mean. She's mean to everybody. Like, literally everybody. I mean, she's even mean to her moderators. Like, and I really just feel like her moderators are the main problem. They are the main problem. Because, like I had mentioned earlier to you guys, when she falls asleep, of course her moderators comes up with an excuse, right? They say that she's channeling. When she passes out, they say she's trying to channel spirits. Or they will say she is meditating, calling out to the spirits. Or they will say that she has narcolepsy. And if you don't know what narcolepsy is, that is when a person randomly passes out, meaning they randomly fall asleep at any time. Okay, they don't nod off and pass out standing up. They literally pass out on the floor, sleeping into a sleep, a deep sleep. And she doesn't have narcolepsy, but that's one of her excuses, and something that her mods condone. If a person even says, you know, oh my gosh, are you okay? I would love to get you help, they delete it. They delete everything. So tell me, how are her mods helping her in any way, shape, or form? If anything, they're making it worse. If anything, they're probably in on the scam with her. Okay, guys, so we're back. I have everything on. All I have to do is set and bronze up my face, because as you can see, I have a blank canvas. Like I said, everything will be down in the description below. And I just wanted to do the face off camera, because there's nothing really new that I have as far as face makeup. The palette is I'll let you guys know about everything towards the end. I'm gonna use my Beauty Bakery Better Not Bitter setting powder. I love the setting powder. Another black owned business brand, and she is a breast cancer survivor, single mother, and Beauty Bakery is now at Ulta, which is amazing. and then also beautybakerycosmetics.com, and I love this setting powder. It's amazing. So I definitely would say that, ooh, this is pigmented, and I didn't even cream contour today either. I definitely would say that I guess I probably would be giving YouTube too much credit, because YouTube, look at how long it took them to deplatform James Charles, or not even deplatform, but demonetize, or Onision. Look at how long it took them to do a lot of the things that they do, you know. So I guess I can't expect YouTube to do too much, but regardless, it's like, I would just hate to see something happen to this girl, period, let alone it happening on camera. You know what I mean? And I am very, very curious to see what you guys think down below. I know there's a lot of people who probably haven't even heard of her yet. I kind of wish that I didn't, you know, because once you see that, you can't unsee it. I hear a lot of people saying that they want to go to where she lives and things like that, and I don't think that that's a good idea. You know, we don't know what her area is like where she lives. You don't want to put your own life at risk just to go confront a creator on YouTube that you barely know, and the main thing that you do know is that she is an addict. You don't know what she's capable of. You know, going to her and confronting her, you don't know what she's capable of doing, you know. So I don't think that that's a good idea, but I think the best idea is to get YouTube's attention. And like I said, there's petitions out there, and I will link all of those petitions down below, the ones that I can find. And just spread awareness about her. You know, if you're a creator, make sure that you are handling this with care and sensitivity, but definitely spread awareness about this woman, because not enough people know about her. There's still too many people paying her for tarot card readings that they're never going to get, because I can't feel bad for them kind of people, though. I can't. I'm sorry. Before we end this, I do want to talk about, which I'm not done talking about her, but I was thinking about it, and because sometimes there's some gaps in between my videos, which there won't be anymore, I'm pretty sure I have everything that I need now. This lash is like driving me nuts. These are Kiss lashes, by the way. But sometimes when there's gaps and everything, I decided that I am going to start going live once a week. I don't know. I'm not going to commit to a certain day. I'm not going to do that until I know what day works for me. I'm a mommy, a wifey. Obviously, my family comes first. So I want you guys to make sure that you're following me on all social medias as well. I can tell you that the most social media that I'm on, not a lot, because I'm not into social media like I used to be. I'm very into YouTube, and that's it. That's why I can't wait until I get a community page, and hopefully that will be coming very soon, because I will be on there all the time communicating with you guys. But until that time, the social media platform that I'm on quite a bit is, I would say, Twitter and Facebook. I've been liking Twitter. I'm going to get some mascara. I'm just going to use my NARS Climax. I've been using Twitter a lot, even though Twitter's kind of toxic, and Facebook. I have my own Facebook group specifically for my channel, so that's where I'll be on a lot. So make sure that you're following me on all my social media platforms, and they're always linked in the description, and they're also linked on my channel as well, on my picture. Make sure you guys are following me on all social media platforms, so that way I can communicate with you guys and interact with you guys, and you can also get to know me better if you're obviously on my social media. And you'll know when I'm doing a video, what type of video I'm doing. I can ask you guys for votes on videos that you want to see, or if I'm covering like a true crime case or something like that. this is going to be a series about YouTube. The next topic that we're going to talk about YouTube being very problematic is cyberbullying, and that's very important, and that's going to be the next video, and I'm going to have that out for you guys in a couple of days. I'm going to try to get this video out by today. Today's Wednesday or Thursday. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I know that this is a topic that more and more people are talking about, but I definitely wanted to bring awareness about this because obviously it's traumatizing, it's triggering for so many people. You have to sit there and think about how many people have loved ones, how many people struggle with addiction themselves, you know, and it's not like this woman has ever admitted that she's an addict. I'm pretty sure somebody said that she admitted one time that she was, but I'm not sure. The positive things about her is that if you look at her past lives, she does look like she is a sweet person, but you just can't see that in her now. You know, she's very angry all the time. She gives no acknowledgement to even people who are saying nice things to her. All she does is argue and fight with people on her live. She goes live for a long period of time, I will say that. The authorities are usually called on her every single time she goes live, because when she passes out like that, it's scary, you know what I mean? Especially when she passes out and she's not in frame. People are scared because they don't know what happened to her. And then you have her mods saying things like she's meditating, or she's channeling, or she has narcolepsy. I swear her mods are the main issue. I'm not saying that I want her to get deplatformed forever. I'm just saying that it's time for YouTube to start taking action on things. I did hear some people say that you can YouTube, or that you can tweet YouTube, and that is the best way to get YouTube's attention, by tweeting them. However, what they usually tell you is to report her. To me personally, if YouTube can pay attention to minuscule things like conspiracy theory videos and things like that, and they can deplatform creators because of that, then they should be able to pay attention to somebody who is potentially, every single time she's on camera, can die. And that's just real. That's honesty, and that's just the truth. Every single time that woman nods off, there is a chance that she OD'd and died in front of everybody. I blame YouTube for this. YouTube has definitely become a lot more problematic than they've ever been, and to me, a lot more problematic than a lot of social media platforms. You know, there are a lot of creators who have gotten away with too much. Enough is enough. It's time for YouTube to start paying better attention, more attention to their creators. We all know YouTube is about money, and if she's making money, that's probably why they don't give a shit. But guess what? If something happens to that girl on camera, this platform will never be the same. So much shit has happened on YouTube, and this is something that they can prevent from happening. So I'll leave down a whole bunch of resources down below in the description, and the less people watching her, the better. So I love you guys. Please make sure you subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. Press the notification bell if you want to see me in the future, and also remember how beautiful you are. Okay, you're beautiful. Your imperfections are what make you beautiful, so embrace you and love everything about you, and I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure you follow me on all social media so you guys can actually interact with me more, and I will be live sometime this week. See you guys soon. Bye.